everyone, my name is Rachel and I'm going to be taking you through a walk in nature. We're going to be trying to identify any trees, plants, flowers, and creatures we come across on our walk. I'm walking around the trails near the museum, and I hope after this video you can walk around your neighborhood and try to spot any of the things we saw today or maybe some new things. Arbor Day started in Nebraska in the United States in 1872 and soon came to Canada, where it was established as a school holiday in 1885. The day started because people in the 19th century noticed how the land around them was changing. By 1850, many forests in southern Ontario were being torn down because of agricultural expansion and the demand for timber. Arbor Day was about conservation and raising awareness about human impact on the environment. People wanted to keep their cities beautiful by planting trees, flowers, and shrubs, which is exactly what students did around their school grounds on Arbor Day. Students would also go on walks, and their teacher would encourage them to observe nature. Usually, the day would end with an activity like an essay, project, or a craft. Now that we know a little bit about the history of Arbor Day, let's go take a walk just like a class might have. First up on my walk, I spotted a sugar maple tree. The leaves on this tree might look familiar because they are the same species of maple leaf used on Canada's flag. You can also identify this tree by its recognizable maple leaf-shaped leaves that are yellowish green, as well as the keys that come off the tree. Then we have an American elm. This was one of the largest native trees in Ontario until Dutch elm disease wiped out a lot of the population. This tree has a dark green oval-shaped leaf that are rough to the touch and have an asymmetrical base with serrated edges. Here is a white spruce. The white spruce is a conifer, meaning it is a cone-bearing tree. Unlike the other two trees we saw, the white spruce has needles instead of leaves. These needles are around 2 centimeters long and are a bluish green with a whitish, powdery, waxy layer. The tree's cones are a light brown and around 5 to 7 centimeters long. Next on my walk, I spotted a lavender plant. This particular plant is English lavender. You can tell by its purplish color, sweet fragrance, and the gray-green to green-purple foliage. You might also be able to spot the butterfly on the plant. This is actually a mustard white butterfly. Then we have a daisy. The daisy is pretty easy to spot. It has a long, smooth stem that comes to a single head, which sits a star-shaped flower with a yellow center and white petals. The last flower I came across is a little trickier to identify. At first glance, you might think it's a tiger lily, but this flower is actually an orange daylily. The way you can tell is because of the upward-facing open trumpet flower, the flaring and ruffled petals, as well as tiger lilies usually have spots and a downwards pointing flower. Throughout my walk, I've been collecting fir cones, twigs, and leaves, which I will be using to make fir cone figures. If you want to do the same, check out this week's Crafty Saturday video.